Hello, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a new tutorial. I have knit this. This is my test knit again. First time knitting this piece. I did knit with Angora rabbit yarn and it does get big. So what I did is I used smaller needles to knit this. And it's not 100% Angora. If you can look, I haven't washed it yet because I need to knit the left side. So this is the right side. So we're going to start knitting the left side. Or you can watch to the end and you can knit the right side. Okay, so doesn't this look nice? Yeah, it is a little bit tight because I want it to fit nicely on my hand. Just love it how it looks when you wear it, right? It just fits like a glove. That's true. Okay, my nails are short. If you have long nails, if you like wearing long nails, what you can do is you can knit these longer. But mine's are short, as you can see. I like short nails. So, yeah, there's room here. Like, there's a bit room if I need to grow my nails, which they do, right? Okay, so let's get started. The yarn that I'm using, I bought these from Temu. I didn't like, what you call it. It's not fluffy. It's not hairy. But it does look, doesn't it? When you look at it close by. So what I did is I did 3 strand. I did 3 strand of this. So I used the 3 balls. And I used these 2 little small spoons here. Not spoons, what you call them. Cones or whichever. Well, I used 2. The third one is here. This is a different color. Bought it from somewhere else. And I have to figure out what to do with this one. I haven't weighed them, so I don't think you need a lot of yarn. If you have 2 of this, you can do 3 strand, inside out and outside out. So here it is. Just want to show you. It does go fast, but I am working on a sweater. I already started the tutorial. I just couldn't wait it. So here it is, 3 strand and 2 strand of this to give the. I believe there's wool. This is wool. Maybe it's not. There's a bit Angora in it, but not much. And on the label it doesn't say, but when you go, it says long hair, but it's not long hair. Here it is. Okay, it gives you a little bit information here. It's 50 weight, 50 gram weight. And like if you go to Temu, they have increased. There are lots of varieties to choose from, and I'm trying to pick from every shop now. I ordered again just to see how the yarn is. Like, this is 100% Angora rabbit. Just have a little bit left of this one. So I'm going to be adding my leftovers and making gloves. I cannot make scarf with this because this is 100%. Can you see? Yeah, and the color didn't match, so I couldn't use that one. So let's get started. What you need to do is you need to cast 30 plus 1. That this is for me, and I believe this is for average. Like, this can fit anyone. Yeah, and I thought it was tight at the beginning, but no, it's not tight. It just fits nicely because it does stretch. See what I mean? And my hands are not small, just to point out, because I'm 5'9". I'm a tall, big girl. So the knitting needle, I'm going to use circular. But I would highly recommend you to get these DPNs, these needles as well, because you need them to knit this. And it goes very fast. It's only 20 rows. So, yeah, it went super fast. I was a little bit hesitant, but no, it went nicely. So cast on 35, and then we're going to join, 30 stitches plus 1. And then what we're going to do is we're going to knit the length that you need. And then we're going to start. Okay, this is going to be the front of the glove, and this is the palm area, which is just knit. You don't need to put a pattern there. Okay, I just love the cable. Looks nice. Gives you that 3D. Okay, so we're going to cast on. The way that I cast on, I usually use this technique. This is how I do it. Just do it the way you do it. A Romanian lady in Istanbul showed me how to cast on. This was like 30 years ago. I learned this cast on. I was knitting my son a sweater, and then she said, this will look nice on this. So this is how she showed it. But I'm looking at YouTube, and I'm seeing Bulgarian cast on. I think that's what they were describing. Yeah, so I don't know. I really don't know the history of this stitch, but it was a Romanian lady who taught me. Okay, so, and I do have a tutorial years ago I posted. Okay, so, it's seamless. This is going to be seamless, no sewing involved. So, cast on 31 stitches, and then I'll be right back, and we will start the tutorial. Well, we already started. I just wanted to give you information about the yarn that I bought from Temu. Like this is another one. I made a cardigan with a hat with this sweater, this yarn. This is nice, but I haven't done mitten with it, so I will do with that color next. And I wanted to do something Valentine's, like Valentine's coming up, right? So I'll cast on and I'll be right back. Okay, let's weigh this before we start. So one mitten, I used up, can you see? So you don't need that much yarn. It's only 43 grams. So this is perfect. So with 3 balls, you can knit as many as you want. So 43, 43, so it's like 80. It's going to be like 86, 90, let's say it 90. Yeah, okay, so I have cast on 31 stitches. What we're going to do is we're going to divide this. Divide this by 2. Well, we're going to get rid of the 1 stitch, okay? Just count. 10, 12, 14. Let's put 16 here, and then I'm gonna move the 1. If I need to get the other one, that's not going to be a problem. So you need a long needle, because I'm using the magic loop method. Maybe I'm going to switch to my DPNs. I'll just see. But this is a 3mm knitting needle, and then that's what I did. The 3, I knitted with 3. The cuff and the rest I moved to a 4. Yeah, if I go to a bigger size, it's going to be loose and the glove is going to be big. So I like it nice and snuggle. Even the word is popular, fits like a glove, right? That's another thing. Okay, shut this. Okay, so I'm going to move this. Let's move this. Before I move it, I need to move that one stitch. Okay, so I'm going to show you a trick. So there's one stitch that we're going to get rid of here. Okay, what you can do is you can grab a crochet hook, which I like. It helps me a lot. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm not using my tripod. I think I need to get a new one. I am using my neck holder, which I bought from Temu again. I love it, love it. Just put it on my neck. It does shakes a bit though, so I'm trying not to shake it so you won't be dizzy. Okay, so I am going to be grabbing this stitch right here. Okay, and then I'm going to move it here and I'm going to flip it around that stitch. Okay, so this is what I do. And then I will move this. And then what I'll do is I'll grab one stitch here. It's a little bit tight the way I cast on. Try to do it loose, but it gets tight. Yeah, unfortunately. So before dropping the stitch, I'm going to grab it securely. I don't want to lose that stitch. I'm just going to flip it. Okay, here we are. So grab all those strands. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it on the crochet hook. And then I am going to flip it. There's a big gap here. Here we go. And then I'm going to put it here. Okay, this secures this. And there won't be any gaps between. Just love it, love it, love this technique. So I'm going to start doing one knit, one purl. Because this is going to be the cuff, like I said. I don't want to lose the stitch. Here we are. Want it to focus. So one knit, one purl. One knit. Yeah, grab all of those strands, because there's 5 strands, right? I did not spin the yarn, like I didn't ply it. If I did that, that would have been better, but I didn't. I just started right away, because I donated my gloves. I don't have any gloves left. And the lady who came to pick up the hats and scarves that I made for donation, I said, what else do they need? I shouldn't have asked. She said everything. So I just opened my closet and I gave everything to her, even, my Angora hats and something. It was really cold. Like this winter, we had a lot of cold. Now it's going nicely. Like we had, didn't go to +3, but it went to +1, I believe. Yeah, so it's nice. But we did have -32, 36. Yeah, so far. Okay, so I'm just going one knit, one purl, one at a time, because the first row is always a little bit dangerous, right? We have to be careful when we're knitting the first row. So just being cautious, and I don't want to twist my yarn, my stitches. Okay, so this is all I'm doing. So I will knit this until the length that I need. I didn't count how many I did. I will come back and I will tell you how many rows I have knit, because I can't remember. I did not take any notes. I only remembered the thumb that I knit 20 rows after picking the stitches, so I know that. And I did draw a picture. Oh, it's not 20, it's 18 actually. See, I wrote it here. So I draw a picture just to give you an idea. And this is how it looks like. This is how I started. So it's not 20, it's 18. I do apologize. Thank God I wrote this one. I will write the numbers here. And we'll go from there. Okay, so knit as many as you need, and many rows that you want to knit the cuff. And it's really soft, just to point out, but it's not that fluffy. As you can see, it's not halo yet. Well, when it's washed, maybe it will. So I haven't tried that. And I keep on seeing this loosed. Yeah, when it's washed, it will felt. Okay, so I will be right back. I came back just to say it looks small, but it does stretch. Yeah, see, I forgot a strand here, which I don't like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start all over. Yeah, what I would ask you, what I would suggest is use a bigger needle to cast on. And then what you can do is, because, yeah, mine is a little, well, it does fit me, but it's tight, and I don't want to break the yarn. And I saw this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start all over, and I'm going to be using a bigger needle just to start a couple of rows, because this fits perfect, and I can't remember. I think I used a bigger one, yeah. Because this one fits perfect. So what I'll do is I am going to cast on with a 5 and just knit 2 rows. And what I'll do is, yeah, I don't like this. This doesn't look good. Yeah, when you're knitting, just be very careful not to, forget one strand. Well, actually, yeah, there's one strand of yarn here. And I believe the helper yarn is there too, see? So, yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start all over. Because I notice, yeah, it does grow. It was smaller. It does grow. It does stretch. But it won't stretch more than this. And it is fitting me, but it's giving me a hard time. So I'm going to cast on with number 5. Knit 3 rows. And I will move back to the 3. Because we want this part to be tight. Can you see? Yeah, we want this part to be tight. Because for some reason, Angora Rabbit does stretch. Even if there's 15 to 20% in it, it does stretch. Yeah, so, yeah, I would highly recommend. I'm sorry I had to come. Well, again, this is a test knit. I didn't tape this when I was knitting this glove. So, yeah. So I'm going to start all over. And then I figured out 18 rows. So knit 18 rows, and we're going to start the pattern, the stitch, how it looks like. And again, we're knitting the left side, so don't get confused. And I will come back to show you how to knit the right side. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I have knit 18 rows, and I am going to be changing to a 4mm knitting needle, which is just right over my neck. And it's where we started. So this is going to be the palm of the glove, like this part, but we're going to be starting to make increases on this edge so that I can wear this as a left. This is a right. So this, just wanted to compare it and show it to you. So I am going to start with a bigger knitting needle. This was a 3, this is a 4. Again, it really depends on your yarn, but this tutorial is what I am showing you. This is like a light 4 weight, I would say, yarn. Okay, and I'm using smaller needles, and I'm trying to knit as tight as I can, but here I had to play around with it. With a 5mm knitting needle, I cast on, and then I knitted 3 rows, and I went back to number 3. from 5mm to 3, because that didn't fit me when I cast on with the 3. Yeah, I must have done the same thing and I forgot, so it came back to explain that to you. So we're going to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to make an increase. This is how I make my increase. Okay, so here's one increase. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had to stop and recount, so we did 10. We're counting that increase as well. Okay, and before I started, I should have said you should have 15 stitches here and 15 stitches right here. Total of 30. My camera's going down a bit. Here we go. So there's 10, 11, 12, 13. We're going to knit 13. Oops, yeah, just be cautious when you're knitting because it's a couple of strands. Okay, I'm going to make an increase here. And the way I make my increase is this way. Some people pick this and then twist it, whichever you like. I'm going to let you do the increase the way you want. And I'm going to put my marker right here. So this is going to be a marker that I know this is the thumb increase. Every other row we are going to do the increase. Okay, until we come to the length that we need. And then we're going to knit these last 3 stitches. And then I'm going to stop here. This is going to be part 1, as this video is going to be a pretty long video. And I will come back on part 2. We did the palm. And now we're going to do the front of the glove, which is the braids. Yeah, we're going to, well, we're not going to start right away, but we need to increase a couple of stitches. And then we need to do purl stitches here and purl stitches here. 1, 2 stitch we're going to do purl, and the remaining is going to set up for the braid. To do that, we're going to do the increase. Yeah. Okay, so I will see you on part 2. And by now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends. And don't forget to hit that notification button so every time I post a new video, you will be notified, indicating there's something new for you to watch. Okay, so I will see you on part 2. Isn't this beautiful? This would be just wonderful for the last minute gift ideas because it does knit up fast. And even I'm doing a test knit. It just took me like super fast to knit this. Okay. I'll be right back and I will see you on part 2. Happy knitting. Bye-bye. Just beautiful. Love it, love it, love it.